Got a good one. You weren't early this time.
Hello.
Good evening.
Hello, everyone. Early episode this week because we wanted to get this out before State of Origin.
Yes.
We're streaming that.
And it was only a 5-game week, so that makes this pretty easily, actually.
It's a nice short one.
Opens with the game on Thursday night. The Raiders again lose at home because they are allergic to playing at GIO Stadium for some reason.
Yeah. I believe it's just things say, we need a new stadium.
Cameron Serrano keeps breaking our glass. Please help. Yeah, it's just it was just more of the same for the Raiders in this. Like there's stuff there. There's some good things.
Oh
there.
look, absolutely, but they just can't seem to put it together for 80 minutes.
Well, there's a couple of people that are just having shockers. Like Savelio Tamale has had a nightmare month. He's only in the team because they've run out of outside backs.
I feel for him because last year was really good for him.
And like this game was weird. Like even from the warm up, they had to play like Xavier Savage in the centres because Seb Chris was out in the warm up. So they had some weird stuff going on before the game even started. So it just
The
felt
attendance, 9,000
people. Well, yeah, and it was fine. It's not like it was raining in Canberra. It was
Hey,
okay.
Canberra, be cold.
Yeah, cold doesn't help. Cold doesn't help.
You don't actually have to say B once you say Canberra.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but yeah, it's just like there was 9,000 people there to witness possibly the most Raiders try that has ever happened. Freaking Corey Horsburgh getting the double bounce off.
That was the
crossbar.
stupidest.
What the heck?
They should chalk him up for an offensive rebound for that. That was hilarious.
It just happened to fall into his lap. That's what
That's
happened.
just some classic Raiders black magic, and it just that stuff worked. Like it saved them a lot of games last year. It just hasn't this year, because they've just their edge defense.
And they haven't been close enough.
No, exactly.
That's the thing. In the games last year, they were close enough, and the freaky stuff worked for them. But they just haven't been close enough. The Dolphins were better.
Yeah, the Dolphins were just better. That's just
simple.
how it goes. More
Yeah.
possession, they completed better, more meters, just more everything. So, yeah, the Dolphins were just better on the day. But not to ignore some Raiders people here. Joe Tarpney played the most minutes he has ever played when starting at prop forward. He churned out 71 minutes, 160 meters, 40 tackles with 0 misses. Excellent work there.
That is good stats
from the veteran.
I have to say, because he's not a young pup anymore.
He's good. I love Joe Tarpney. He's great. Corey Horsburgh obviously had a bit of a mixed bag night. Had a pretty cool, goofy try, but also got done for dissent once and just. He was a bit reckless throughout the whole night, but that's just Corey Horsburgh's game, really.
He's a redhead. What can you do?
He's
They're always grumpy.
There's a few people that are trying. Like KO Weeks, I think arguably is playing better than he did last year.
Ethan Sanders is going.
He's
all right.
tried his damnedest. The decision making there isn't there for him, especially in the red zone, I think. But that will come with experience.
And look, Ethan Strange generally is the one who makes those decisions, isn't he?
Exactly.
He wasn't playing.
And Dane Laurie tried. He's a good footballer, but he's not Ethan Strange.
No.
Yeah, but just like, and they started Owen Patty. That might have been the youngest starting spine I've ever seen between Weeks, Sanders, Patty, and Laurie. Like there's not much experience there.
But they had a few forwards get over 100, so that's always.
They did all right, yeah.
Dane Laurie was relatively old.
I actually don't know how old Dane
Yeah, he's
Laurie is.
not young.
Hold on. How old is Dane Laurie? Let me see this. 99. He's 27.
Not that old.
He should be in his prime right now.
Yeah.
He was okay. He's been pretty versatile for them so far. He's been able to plug a few holes.
Yeah.
We'd love to see a debut. Jordan Uta came off the bench. He looked all right, actually. I didn't mind what I saw from him. He runs hard, tackles hard. What you want from a forward, especially in a team that essentially has none. So
Morgan Smithies was a bit underwhelming.
Morgan Smithies has been just he's been off the pace of the NRL basically ever since he got to the Raiders. I thought this year might be the year he'd pick it up a bit, but obviously that hasn't eventuated.
Anyway, yeah.
But yeah, it's just more of the same for the Raiders, really. They'll be better for the run. I think if they can keep this core together next year, it could be really good. But it's just a matter of getting minutes under the belts of people like Ethan Sanders
And limiting the damage while that's happening.
Exactly. Yeah. So, and then we have to keep in mind they're playing the majority of this year without Josh Papa, Big Papa. I can't words today. Far out. Josh Papali'i. There we go.
Hey.
Yeah, far out. But yeah,
Papa,
they're playing without him. That's a big loss in that forward pack. Obviously, Simi Sasangi is out still, and he's arguably their most talented player right now. They're having Trot Artamariota out in the second row, who granted is a good player, but he is a middle forward first, and you can kind of see it. So they've got some good things there. They're just kind of injured. They could put together a streak at the end of the year and eke into the top 8. I wouldn't be surprised, but it's going to be tricky for them to get there from this point.
I think so.
The Dolphins are doing what we knew they would do. Their attacking football is really good. Who would have thunk?
Trey Fuller had a quiet first half. The second half he exploded.
He definitely woke up in the second half. But I think games like this are proof of how important people like Jeremy Marshall-King are to this team. He is so crafty and intelligent out of dummy half. He creates the space for people like Isaiah Katoa to do what they do, and he is awesome.
Yeah.
Both of them are. Isaiah Katoa had another blinder here.
Oh, he is so good.
He was great. Jack Bostock continues to go about his work, still obviously working back from a big injury.
The edge forwards were good again as well.
Yeah, right. Lemuelu pumped out 146, Fuyaka 133. Yeah, pretty good all around.
Yeah, I think the Dolphins are fairly well-rounded at the moment, and they'll only get better when their Origin players come back.
They have a wealth of people who can pass the ball really well as middle forwards. Yeah. Like they've got Morgan Knowles, Max Fife, and Kurt Donahue as well. I thought when he came on the field, you could really feel their ball movement through the middle was a lot cleaner. So I've been surprised that he hasn't been on the field as much, but there isn't really a place for him because they've got 3 of essentially the same type of player. Add to that, your Ray Stones and your Aaron Keelys, and these people are not really like big flight, meter-eating forwards. I can see, for the sake of scheme fit, I can see why he hasn't been in there, but it's disappointing for a guy as talented as he is because he's a good footballer.
Yeah.
Debut on the Dolphin side, Brian Hoaniu. I'm still not certain I'm pronouncing that correctly. I thought he was pretty good on that left side for them. They went down that left a lot, targeting that Xavier Savage centre position, and they had pretty good success. I thought,
why don't you? I mean, you're playing
Tavita Naufar, who had his best game as a first grader possibly ever. I thought he was really, really strong. So good signs here for the Dolphins. They just need to rack up some wins. If they can keep doing that without Hamaso, more power to them, I suppose. Keep doing it. Keep him out of the team. Trey Fuller is better anyway.
I'm sure that won't happen.
Who needs him? Who needs Hamaso? They do better without him. I'm certain of it. Just ridiculous.
Yeah, they've got a good team.
Why can't the Raiders win at home? It's such a weird phenomenon. It's so strange. Their own fans hate them. They boo them. No one wants to play in Canberra. Not even the Raiders.
It's so freaking cold.
And all the politicians.
Just dumb.
Smells
horrible.
Speaking of horrible, the Melbourne Storm.
This game was actually pretty average from both teams.
I quite enjoyed this game, to be honest. I thought it was quite fun. There were some fun moments.
I thought Su'Afalola had his best game at fullback. He had one mistake, but apart from that,
the amount of assault that he got put under,
he did fairly well.
He did excellently. I was very, very impressed with him.
Yeah.
But Melbourne's first half was pretty good, I thought.
Yeah, and fell apart in the second half.
This year has had an abundance of teams just not showing up in halves of football. This might have been the worst. They were atrocious in that second half.
Before to them though, this is what their second halves are bad.
Their second half, it's like what's the stat? They've blown 8 double-digit leads since like middle of last year. Like
just terrible.
And it's their right side defense. Their right side defense has been torn to pieces, and you could see it hit. Matt Burton had a field day against that side.
He's not exactly the fastest dude on the planet, but he was making breaks left, right, and centre.
I think the big one there, Artavalo Lasati had a shocker on that. He did so many errors, I think he missed 8 tackles, where up until, he missed 6. Up until this game, he had missed 5 the whole year. He had a shocker. And
you know who actually improved? Moses Leo.
Yeah, what's going on there? Why is he good now?
He suddenly could
When
actually
did that
do stuff.
happen? He's doing well. But yeah, it's just like, outside Stefano, who tries his damnedest in the middle, what else is there?
No, they're missing a lot. I mean, Harry Grant, if he's there, they probably win.
He brings forwards onto the ball better than nearly everyone outside maybe Aki Coruscant. You can see how important he is to the structure of this
much
team.
as Munster's had a low year, he's still good for like morale in the team and stuff like that.
Oh, obviously,
he talks a big game.
Like, who would be the big talker in this team? Hughes, maybe?
Yeah, probably not even that much. Nick Meaney.
It's like even their most experienced forward being, I guess, Trent Loiero was also out of this game, so they have to rely on Josh King. Like,
maybe Sewer does some talking. I don't know.
I don't know. Again, their first half was really good. That's what confuses me. Their second half was just
56 to 44%. No wonder the Dogs won, right?
Yeah, well, all of that was the second half,
Yeah.
right? They had all the ball, and eventually it was going to happen. And I brought him up before. Yeah, Matt Bird was really good.
Yeah.
It finally felt like they decided, hey, you have a game where you're the main dude, and the Bulldogs look competent for once.
Ran for 250 for a half, running 252 meters.
I think it's the highest running meters of his career, including his starts at centre, which is nuts.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was excellent. What do you think? Who else on the Bulldogs stood out for you?
Flying Gal.
Oh look,
I think Galvin's playing well.
I think Bronson Sherry was good.
Him and Jacob Carraz just, if they can combine for 100 offloads a game,
Well,
they're
Jacob
gonna find
Carraz ran
success.
300 meters.
Yeah, playing fullback, not his preferred position. They kicked Connor Tracy out because he's injured. I think he's just
And
garbage.
Bronson Sherry 240.
Yeah, they were excellent.
I think-
That's 240 without a line break,
I
by
think
the way.
Leo Thompson's been pretty good.
Leo Tom, like statistic, like you can look at the stats and say he's pretty good, but he doesn't feel all that impactful. Like he's just on the field for a long time.
Tupanua's
so
always good. I
stats.
like Tupanua.
I do like him. They've got these people that just throw themselves around, and when they're on the field, they seem good. Like this Jack Underhill guy. Where he come
I
from?
don't know. He's a bit like
He came
the
from the-
Melbourne Storm dude too.
Saturated.
Oh no, the white
Oh,
Dude.
Cooper Clark.
Cooper Clark. He's kind of similar to
Yeah,
that.
Jack Underhill. They found this
Yeah.
guy, I think, in the mines of Maria.
Warrior, yeah.
He was
Underhill.
excellent. I thought he put some
Yeah.
shots on.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see
How
if they
did
can
Jacob
keep him
Preston
on the
get
team.
4 fantasy
Because
points?
he broke his arm.
No, well, like, he didn't get any stats. I think popped up. Oh.
8 tackles. That's
Mm.
where. But no, obviously that's the big thing I think for the Bulldogs.
Yeah,
Jake
break-
Preston, broken forearm, I think.
Like that 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah, something
Yeah.
like that, which basically rules him out of Origin, which makes me
Yeah.
very, very sad.
He's a good player, and it's actually going to be bad for the Bulldogs because he's a line breaking forward.
I think they'll be okay. I think they'll just chuck Harry Hayes on that edge, and he can do a job. We've seen
Oh
Harry
yeah,
Hayes.
no, he's fine,
He's
but
good.
Preston has been playing fairly well.
Yeah, Preston's great. We know how good he is. But yeah, this was a competent Bulldogs side, which we haven't seen for nigh on 2
Like,
months at this
the whole
point.
year, just about.
So-
yeah.
Good for them. Good to see Jed Reardon get a run as well. That was cool. But yeah, just I don't know what else to say besides what on earth was that Melbourne, right? Just horrible,
They certainly lacked a bit of direction in the second half, and that's where Harry Grant would have been very helpful.
5-0 ruck infringement probably has something to do with it. That's how many they gave away.
Yeah, it's not good.
Speaking of that, I feel like this round was awful for that sort of thing. And there's one in the Cowboys game that I want to get to. And we'll get to that in a second, but there were a couple, like, especially in the Dolphins Raiders game that I thought were just kind of egregious. They're so gung-ho about giving them away for no reason.
Yep.
Just stupid.
Oh, we've got this rule, we better enforce it.
Right now,
Why?
now that Volandis is the leader of the NRL as well as the ARL, we're going to get more of it, so thanks, Andrew, you dimwit. Should we talk about that? Should we talk about Andrew Apto quitting to do tennis instead?
Oh, you want to do tennis? It's the most boring
It's
sport.
boring. It could
No,
be golf.
golf,
It
yeah,
could
yeah.
be golf. But yeah, just obviously, Volandis is going to be acting
For everything.
commissioner,
Acts already, so I suppose.
whatever the position is. I don't
He's
know.
only acting as some sort of competent person in charge of the NRL, so I suppose why
You
not?
know, in the NFL, when they do the draft, and the tradition is to always boo the commissioner, I think we should do that at the Dally M's.
Boo the Landys.
Yes, just have all the players boo Peter Volandis. That'd be great.
Well, I think when he's announcing, when he's giving the thing at the grand final, you boo him as well.
Oh, of course you do. But yeah, he's I don't know. Just go back to the way it was even last year. It was better last year than whatever this is. It's bad.
Very bad. Well, the next game,
Speaking of bad,
the Dragons
St.
suck.
George Dragon. Here's the frustrating thing: they started really
They
well,
were the first scorers on the board.
and they looked up for this.
They
game.
actually did.
They looked really good, and then Valentine Holmes drops the ball, and all the wheels fall off. I've said this like multiple times ever since this game. The Dragons 1 through 7 might be the worst 1 through 7 that has ever been put on a rugby league field. Like, honestly, you gotta tell it. Clint Gutherson, who's like 33 now, Satu 2, who's played 10 games, Valentine Holmes, who's washed, Christian Tuipulotu, which, reject from the Sea Eagles, and then Tyrell Sloan, Hayden Buchanan, who only played 18 minutes. And then, of course, it's Atkinson and Flanagan. Like,
woo!
It's legitimately terrible, and the forward should be pissed. Because they've got a good forward.
They actually do have a good forward.
Like, you've got the lounge room with the two Couchman brothers. You've got Dylan Egan. You've got Loco Pacific Tonga, Hamish Stewart. Like, that's a great core to build on.
Good forward pack. Their backs just all suck.
On top of that, you've got Damien Cook and Jacob Little when he's healthy as hooker rotation.
Yep.
It's an excellent squad if you only look at the forwards.
Yeah.
And I think they should be pissed because they're doing everything they can. Toby Couchman churning out 60 minutes, 180 metres, 4 offloads, 40 tackles, only 1 miss. Dylan Egan played the full 80 over 100 metres, 53 tackles with only 1 miss. Hamish Stewart made 44 and missed none. Like, there's nothing more that these
they're
guys
trying hard. The forwards are definitely trying hard. And look, I actually think the whole team's trying hard. It's just that they're lacking polish in the backs, like you say.
Yeah.
The forwards can go forward all day, but if their backs can't hold the ball or pass the ball or whatever.
How is Valentine Holmes still in this team?
Goal kicking.
Give that to Flanagan. He can at least do that.
Yeah.
Holmes is a liability in basically every sense
He
of the word. He has been awful.
Since he's gone to the Dragons, he's absolutely, the bottom has fallen out of his game. I don't know.
Clint
I wonder if there's
Gutherson,
something going on, like, personally with him at the moment.
I don't think he wants to be there. I really don't think he wants to be
Of course he doesn't. He went down there. We know why he went down there. He had to leave from up here.
Inside scoop.
Yeah,
It's fun. But yeah, so
the wife said no, you're leaving.
yeah, you've got that, but you've got like Clint Gutherson, who I think pretty clearly can't keep up with the
He's
game
too old
anymore.
now. Yeah.
Christian Tuipulotu, who, like, their wingers are okay. Tuipulotu has his moments. Setu 2 is pretty strong. I don't mind watching him, but it's just like, if they're going to make that many errors, like, between them, the back 7 combined for, 7 errors? And 2 of them made none. Val Holmes had 3 errors in this game.
Val Holmes.
I love that. Speaking of Setu 2, that try that he scored, that offload from Hamish Stewart was ludicrous.
Well, you know.
That's the most, I don't want the ball anymore.
Yeah.
He just,
Give it to somebody else.
he like threw a discus and it just went out to Setu 2 and he scored. That was awesome. But yeah, it's the Dragons. They're going to win a game. I'm pretty confident saying they are going to win a game.
0 and
I don't know
11
when.
doesn't sound very good.
I think they are tied now for the worst start in at least modern rugby league history.
That's what the Knights,
I think no, it's the 06 Rabbitohs that they're with
okay.
now. So if they lose one more game, it's curtains. They are officially the worst team ever, which of course means they're going to be the Broncos this week. Why not?
Because they'd be good anyway.
But yeah, just the Warriors did what they had to do.
Look, they're bouncing along. Second place, same number of wins as Penrith.
No, it isn't bouncing along. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck's knee. We have watched his last game in the NRL, and it was that.
Is it ACL?
Yeah, that's that. He announced it on social media, I think, earlier today. That's curtains for him, and that's the worst way for a player like him to go. A player that was known for his footwork.
He deserves better than that.
Absolutely, he does. They need to. I want them. I don't care.
They need a statue.
Well, here's the fun thing about the 6-man bench. If they make the grand final, they can just have him sitting there. And if they're up against whoever they're playing with like 2 minutes left, you just substitute him on the field so he can get a medal.
Yeah.
Like he can get a premiership ring.
Yeah, that would
How
be
good
cool.
would that be?
I think he's got one with the
He got one with the Roosters in 13, I think, yeah, but he wants one with the Warriors.
Of course
he's
he
won
does.
one with the Warriors his whole career.
He's a warrior, let's face it.
He is.
He's New Zealand.
So, do it, if you're going to do it for anyone, do it for Roger.
That
guys.
would be pretty good.
I'm rooting
look,
for the Warriors.
Dallin had an excellent game.
He's put together a couple of really good weeks. I will give him that.
The flying perm.
We've also found that Luke Metcalf might be the least important player in the history of football because Tamari Martin comes in and does the exact same thing.
Yeah.
He was amazing.
He was excellent. And
no one knew how to tackle him.
Pereira, he just can't stop scoring tries.
I'm telling you,
He's ahead of his games with tries.
if he plays a full career, Alex Johnson better be careful.
Yeah.
Waffy's going to catch him if he plays a full career, especially in a team of this quality.
Yeah.
You got to watch out.
Well, look, let's face it, if he keeps with the average the way he's going, and I know it'll probably slow down a little bit, he could get there in 200 games.
Yeah, ridiculous.
I know.
He's going at a rate of knots.
He's flying.
I've always been a big fan of Waffy Campbell.
Yeah, he's good. And once again, he looks different now because of his hair. Apparently they all just grow long down in New Zealand because why
doesn't
not?
have any good barbers.
Cash down with Smithy.
Oh, he's bald, but that's a little
He
bit.
got the best haircut.
No, that's
Which is
Chris
no
Lynn.
haircut.
Yeah, exactly.
He's the Chris Lynn of the NRL.
No, yeah, but like,
Chanel Harris to be look they're just
he's
going.
so
He's
good.
an excellent football player.
He's so good. But yeah, he's great. Obviously, Jackson Ford, serviceable as always. We know how good he is. James Fisher-Harris has put in work. Jacob Laban playing extended
He
minutes.
was actually
He
very
was
good.
really good.
Yes.
Good to see him back in. Aaron Clark doing Aaron Clark. things. You know, it's just,
Aaron Clark.
it's the usual suspects with these guys. Dimitri Vaimanga coming on and wrecking.
Tane Tuapiki was excellent.
He had a good game.
Yeah.
Goal kicking as well. Who's goal kicking? No, it was Channel. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, just the Warriors did what they had to do. They took care of business against a team that's not doing well, and
they didn't complete.
despite completing it 70%.
Oh, but the weather was
It
horrendous.
was it was bucket.
It was pouring.
So
down.
scoring 30 points in those conditions.
Yeah.
It was pouring down every game.
So
fucking
Locklear
game.
got 2. Dallin got 2, and Tamara Martin got 2.
All the doubles.
Yes.
Yay! Triple doubles.
No, they had a good.
But
It was
yeah,
a good
just-
game from them.
It's more of the Warriors. They're just bouncing along. They're doing great.
They are excellent. Look, I think it'd be cool for a Penrith Warriors grand final. I reckon that
Oh,
would
I
be
think that's
great.
the best possible scenario right now. I think that'd be the closest of any
Yeah,
matchups we
absolutely.
could get.
So it's like the Gold Coast versus St George.
I'd love to see that. I'd love to see like the Tamari Martin, former Panther. That'd be fun.
Former Panther, former Bronco, former Cowboy.
Former something else, I think.
Maybe
as
the Cowboys make the grand final somehow.
No.
well. Not going to happen.
It would be funny. but-
It's certainly possible.
But yeah, just keep going, Warriors. I love this style
Yeah.
of football. It seems very conducive.
They're
to
everybody's
long-term
second team,
success.
right? Let's face it. They're everybody's second team.
Everyone loved the Wires.
It's always funny when people are like, I know Warriors fans have always taken the sort of like, oh, you know, the NRL hates us, everyone like doesn't like us. I'm like, I don't think I've met a single person that doesn't like the
No,
Warriors.
the NRL doesn't like them because it's too far to travel down to New Zealand, right? So
I'm telling you, they don't like travelling. They're gonna hate the Bears.
and they'll dislike Papua New Guinea.
They'll
They'll
dislike
How
Papua
many
New
rugby
Guinea.
league players do you think actually have valid passports?
Well, if they do,
They're all going to have their valid passports.
If they
But
do
they have to now
dislike,
because they're flying to New Zealand all the time.
if they do dislike Papua New Guinea, when can you pull the race card out?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think they will. Most people like PNG.
Well, if they dislike the Bears, that screws your whole thing up anyway.
Yeah,
Because it's just travelling.
it's just travelling at that point.
I guess the counterpoint is Melbourne is far away from everything in there.
Yeah, but they're closer than North Queensland.
Okay, Brisbane. Brisbane get everything, right? They're
they do.
pretty far away as well.
Well, from Sydney, they're only like 900k.
It's 900 too many, apparently.
Cowboys are like
Yeah, just
From
three
Sydney, the Cowboys are about
3,000 or
2.5.
Dragons, the pain will end soon, is all I can say.
I know.
I don't know when the pain's going to end for the Titans, though.
Never. Because they suck.
They're
Actually, they don't
They're
suck.
so
They just
close,
not-
dude.
They're not putting it together for 80 minutes.
They need to get 1 week where they just can scrape out a win, and it's going to do so much for them. Because if they keep having games like this is the sort of loss that demoralizes the team. Because they were like 2 missed passes away from winning this game pretty easily. I thought
They were very close, and one disallowed try, which was
it was
the
correct.
call.
The longest bunker review of all time. That was excruciating waiting for them to figure that out.
But yeah, no, it was the right call in the end,
It was.
unfortunately, and one good goal kick.
Yep, they lost by a penalty goal.
Yep.
Just frustrating, dude. I do legitimately feel bad for Titans fans. They have to suffer for how?
Yeah, I know. They've never.
Since
They've been into the finals like twice.
Yeah. So
And Patrick Herbert ruined their hopes and dreams.
but yeah, so
They would have beaten the Roosters
Yeah,
that
they're
year.
so close. This felt like there were a couple of moments where it looked like the Titans could be onto something because with Oliver Pascoe in the team now, like a distinctly running dummy half. Although he's good at essentially everything, it seems he's awesome. But if you can have him take a run and then have either Campbell or Keeney backing up him, you have them floating around, anything can happen. Yeah. It's very similar to how Harry Grant operates at the Storm, I think. So if they can work that out, they've got some good stuff here. So it's just a matter of they need to just get a win to get some confidence back, because this sucks.
I actually thought Manly were quite
pedestrian,
pretty average in this game. This was their worst game in the last month.
They're missing arguably their four most talented players right now.
If they had Ola Kawatu there, they'd win by a lot more than 2 points.
Oh, you're absolutely correct. So I think
Michael Fowler did a pretty good job.
He's good, man. He's a good footballer. Why do they have so many good outside backs? It's not fair. Yeah. Where did they pull Clayton Fowler from? He can play the entire back line. He's been great. 240
You
meters.
ship off Tolu Kola to someone else, please.
He is. Well, he got shipped off this week. He's playing for the Blues. So.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, but to a different NRL.
He was great. Taniela Paseka continues his very, very good comeback season. He's been excellent. Ben Trebojevic continues doing Ben Trebojevic things. They just got a lot of good.
I think it was a decent game from Saab this time as well.
He did fine. I thought he was all right. His edge defense, I think, has gotten a little bit better actually.
Which you need to do.
Yeah,
it was very bad.
Basically, you could run at him and he would be able to tackle you.
I mean, the fact that Hammer could push him off.
Although Hammer's got a good fend.
He does have a good fend, yes.
But yeah, it's Fosball. It's just
working.
It's working.
I mean, yes, it was, once again, the weather in Sydney this weekend was terrible.
Well, I think we all knew at some point that the emotion they were coasting on was going to die out. And if it's died out and they're still winning, they're a top 4 team. If you can win the come down games, you're in pretty damn good stead.
Yeah.
So keep it up, Manly. This is going to be one of the stories of the year.
Could be.
If Manly make the finals, Kieran Foran's coach of the year, right?
Oh yeah. 4th at the moment. So
he has to be. You can't give it to anyone else.
It'll be Ivan Cleary.
Unless, maybe Andrew Webster would be the other one to contest.
If you're going to go Trent Robinson, we're going to all have to like it.
Unless the Knights go on some miracle run.
You
could feasibly give Justin Holbrook and I wouldn't complain. No.
No. You did your Coach of the Year a couple of years back in 22.
2022 was really good.
Coach of the Year because your team was crap and good. Consecutive years twice. How good. But yeah, I thought Manly did basically what they had to do. They could have been a little bit cleaner about this.
Yeah,
but again, it felt like...
What was their completion rate?
They completed 86. They weren't that bad.
Not bad.
I think if the Titans complete at 75%, they probably win this game.
Oh yeah.
I think.
The Titans looked like they wanted to actually win.
They're playing with a lot of... There's a few of these teams that just go around, they play with a ton of heart. They just... haven't been together long enough.
Missing the polish.
Because again, we have to remember they've revamped the whole spine. They've got a new halfback and a new dummy half. That's going to take time.
All the stats were pretty close.
Yeah,
There
right.
wasn't a lot of distance.
So the Titans, are they going to make the finals? No. Will they look better by the end of the year? Absolutely.
I hope so. For their sake and their fans.
And you know what? Manly are doing manly
things, unfortunately. Manly men doing manly things.
Speaking of manly men,
yes!
The Cowboys win again. I don't know why.
Because they played better.
I don't want them to stop, but it still scares me. I don't understand how this keeps happening. Why can't they just win the games they're supposed to win and lose the games they're supposed to lose? I'd feel so much better.
They beat the Roosters.
They beat the Roosters. They lost to the Eels.
I know. And then got flogged by Melbourne, who are now got beaten by the Bulldogs. This is stupid.
We didn't get flogged
by the Bulldogs who flogged the Panthers, so who knows what's happening. But I digress. This was my favourite Cowboys performance of the year so far. If this is what Captain Scott Drinkwater looks like, let him keep it. Because that is the best I have seen the Cowboys move with ball in hand the whole year. Every single time a play was moving, there were bodies in motion all over the place. It was wonderful.
They were winning the ruck all the time. They play the ball
I don't think they
fast.
were, though, because the Rabbitohs had a lot of periods of time where they were just winning contact. They were pushing Cowboys back quite often, actually.
I probably should have said it better. They were actually getting better, faster play the ball speeds.
That I agree with.
Were doing, yeah.
This is where I want to bring up the 1-6 again that pissed me off. So I think it's in Tamalolo's second stint. He comes on, he gets whacked. He gets whacked by Adam Elliott and Peter Marmazelis, driven backwards, put onto his back. Tamalolo grabs Adam Elliott, and then it's a 6-10 for the Cowboys.
Yes, I saw the jersey.
That really, really irked me.
Well, can I just be a devil's advocate? That's not the first time, nor will it be the last. The player on the ground grabs a guy on top of them and slows them down.
No, but that's fine, and I'm fine with that. But there has always been leeway for like lying in the ruck when you are like winning a dominant tackle, and I don't think there is much more dominant than knocking Jason Tamalolo onto his ass. So I can understand why Rabbits fans feel pissed off about that. I'm pissed off about that.
Doesn't change the outcome of the game.
Maybe.
No.
I feel like they need to be a little more like.
I don't think it led
even
to a
within
try.
the game they weren't very consistent with.
I don't think they led to a try or anything, so I don't think it
No, what would
changes
have
the game.
helped them win is having anyone else but Alex Johnston on that left wing, because that is the most injured I've ever seen a person play football. He tried to break his own neck just to get off the field. Like, he pulled a Jason Nightingale.
He just got whacked by Tom Chester. So
Twice. He got stopped twice by Tom Chester.
also Scott Drinkwater.
And Drinkwater was there too.
Tom Chester's the best.
We can talk about Tom Chester for a bit?
Yeah.
I love him.
He's going well.
I love him. He is the best. I'm sending him a
The
Valentine's
Cowboys'
Day
best
card in
center.
June.
He's the Cowboys'
Jeremy
best
B.
center.
Well, yes, he is.
At the moment, Labour.
He's the Cowboys' best anything. He's just the best. He's so good. I don't care that he bombed the easiest try of all time.
He
I'm
needs to
I'm
learn
not gonna.
how to pass the
I am
ball.
not gonna blame a young fella for backing himself. No, I
Well,
will
then
stand
Go on
by
by
his
Moya.
side.
Then
Team win.
don't pass. Hold on to the ball. It was only tackled 2.
Fine. I'll give you that. But see, here's the thing. If he pulled that off, we wouldn't be talking about it. We'd say, oh my word, he's the best ball player that's ever existed.
Yeah, but the ball went forward and rolled along the ground, and it was terrible.
It was a bad.
Percy was very mad.
But outside that, I thought he had a stellar
Yeah,
game.
Purdy probably scores if he passes it in.
Percy did the Hudson Young thing after he scores a try, punched the ball.
Like, poo.
Come on.
Yeah,
And that would have put them above, guess what? The team that's ahead of them.
They would have been
now.
definitively in the top
5.
five,
Yeah.
despite having 2 more wins than some of the teams
On the
above
top
them.
4, yeah, I know.
It's so great.
It's so bad. He was.
I hate the bye schedule. It's so
He was
stupid.
awesome. I thought Scott Drinkwater was stellar. in this
He
game.
had a good game.
He made plays in defense. Scott Drinkwater made plays in defense.
Sorry, Scotty. He's just.
That's how you know we've entered Twilight Zone.
Look.
He saved a try, albeit by trying to decapitate Cody Walker, and then forced an error that led to the Reed Marnie try, I want to say. I don't remember which one. He forced an error that led to a try. It was on Matt Duffy. He came in to make the tackle, forced it out, and then someone else scored.
Yeah, no, the Reed Money one was.
The Reed Money was the Jake Clifford.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. Yes. We
Um,
can talk about Jake Clifford as well.
He's the best.
Queensland.
He's showing what Billy is
Did
missing
you
out on.
see that kick?
It's the longest kick I've ever seen.
It must be up there for one of the longest kicks in NRL
Like
history.
70.
It went a mile. Oh, Andrew Voss was going off.
How do you do that?
He kicked it from like 25 or 30 out, and it lands on the 10.
We can call him the Golden Gum Boot. I like that.
That was really cool.
I like the Golden
The
Gum
Golden
Boot. That's a
Gum
good
Boot.
one.
Yeah, he's
Awesome.
he's in a purple patch at the moment.
I don't think it is. I think this is just him now. I don't think it's a streaky run of form. I think this is just how Jake
This
Clifford
scares
is.
me because he's eventually going to have a bad game.
As
See,
every
now you're starting to sound like me.
Yeah.
Look, he may not, but
Bad.
you know, even Jonathan Thurston had bad games from time to time.
Yeah, everyone's going to have bad games.
Already.
But no, I'm just saying we look at Jonathan Thurston as being one of the best players in NRL history,
Yeah.
and even the best players have bad games.
Oh, of
Wally
course
Lewis, right, had bad games. You know, nobody is perfect for every single game that
And
they play.
I want to give Jake Clifford props simply for like even wanting to play for this team in the first place after how dirty they did him in the first stint
He
here.
never wanted to leave.
And how badly Todd Payton has wanted to keep him out of the side ever since he's come back.
Look, I don't think. Look, can I say I don't think the team did him dirty? I think what happened is it was just the way it was panning out. Michael Morgan had ownership of the 6. He wasn't going anywhere.
Yeah.
And then he had to, and then that's what made Clifford have to pick another place so he could actually play, which was Newcastle.
Who did they get in that? Because that was a player swap thing. Who did the Cowboys get out of that player swap? I don't even remember.
Let's say Newcastle first.
It was like it was a 3-team thing. I don't remember who the Cowboys got, but it can't have been anyone important.
I think so. And look, he then wanted to backtrack on his Newcastle, but Newcastle said no.
Then he went to England.
Then he went to England
and hated it there.
Even though it was actually quite good over there.
It was quite over there, but he despised it. He said that on multiple times. He did not like playing over there.
I don't blame him because
there's too many British people.
It's
who wants to play in England? Far out.
AJ Brimson, apparently.
You go onto the field and your bones break because it's so freaking cold.
Yep.
And Roger Tuivasa.
That's in summer over there.
Yeah, the mental fortitude that Jake Clifford has to not only like come back to a team that cast him off essentially, and just play your absolute guts out is admirable at the very least. So
he's got a lot of things going for him, right? He's a big body. He's got a big kick. He's a good defender.
That field goal was crazy.
I've said for years that his ceiling is basically Mitch Moses, and I think he's realizing it now. Like he's in better form than Mitch Moses is right now. Like he'd be top, like 3 form.
Well, he is in better form than Mitch Moses right now.
There's probably only
you have a ton of Boyd's out. It's Cleary and Walker maybe.
Maybe. And
just based on who got picked for Origin.
Yeah.
Who else is there?
Well, that's just Billy being Billy.
I really think Billy likes the Cowboys.
I think, that's it. I mean, the Cowboys were going strong. Let's not pick anybody.
Let's not pick the guy that ran over Keon Koloamatangi. Like, what the hell? That was awesome.
Luke is one of the strongest guys in the freaking league, and he's not playing.
He's so awkward to tackle because he runs like a baby deer.
But he runs with his legs like so wide.
I would suggest out of forwards, he would be one of the fastest.
He'd be up there now that Tyson Frizzell's ancient.
Him and Cohen Hess. Who seems to be quite fast.
Cohen Hess has definitely picked it up the past couple of weeks. I've been very, very happy to see how he's
still bad.
He was average.
He was better in this game,
but he hasn't done anything.
Yeah, he has taken a step back this
12
year.
12 runs for 95 isn't great.
He had quick play the ball speed though. 296 isn't bad considering, but that's faster than
one of those
McHale.
was getting up and just dropping the ball.
Yeah, that was bad.
That was
That's quick play the ball speed than Tamalolo and McHale. So
that's not a surprise. Tamalolo is one of the slowest play the ball merchants on the planet.
Just lucky he can run really well.
Yes,
15 for
Thomas McHale needs to get picked for Origin.
The load management is working.
He's just killing it. He's still one of the most efficient forwards in the comp at the
moment.
moment.
I remember saying that the preseason as a joke. They were like, "Oh yeah, they were just gonna play him for 3, off for 1 because that's how it worked in the Pac Championships." I didn't think they'd actually do it, but I guess with the meteoric rise of Tom McHale, they can afford to do that because he is awesome.
Also, I think the reason they rested him was so he could have his 300th game
up here
in Townsville.
Yeah,
which I think is fair.
Yeah, because 299. Is it 299 in Canberra and then 300's up here against Penrith?
Yeah.
That's
Canberra's next, right?
Canberra's next, yeah. I think that's right. 298 or something.
295 against Para. That would have been 296 against the Roosters.
He's rested against them. Yeah, so it's 296 this week. So it's 4 more games. Okay. There's something in there.
297 against the Raiders.
They play the Panthers and then the Warriors back to back, which is fun.
That's a tough road.
But that's right in between 2 buys, so they should be pretty fresh. They haven't had a buy yet.
No.
They are one of 2 teams that hasn't had the buy yet.
They're in Melbourne, apparently.
It doesn't affect us, apparently it affects Melbourne.
Yeah.
But I could wax lyrical at so many players in this game. I'm only going to say this once for basically the whole year. Reid Marnie is playing well.
He is playing really well. 40-20 from dummy half. I mean,
that was a good kick.
That was a very good kick.
And then they tried it again with Scott Drinkwater, and it was the worst thing of all time.
And they scored a try out of it, yes. Very good, Scotty. Well done.
And also another one that I won't say too often, Matt Lodge is playing really well.
He is too.
He was really
offloading
good.
And everything.
It's like his first stint. He just touched the ball 2 times a set all the time. It was awesome. I thought he was great. So just
making every post a winner up here.
But yeah, this was. If I had to use one word to describe this performance from the Cowboys, it was intent. That is the most direct I've seen this team play. They were so active.
I'm sorry, but with the forward pack that they have, that's what
they should be doing.
They need to push this wedge down the guts, and then it opens things up for everything else.
1, 2, 3, McHale, Tamalolo, Lukey should be the formula for every set, basically. So
usually it's always the outside backs that take the first
Well, off the kickoffs, they've been doing those three. But yeah, but even then, like out of yardage, like we brought up Tom Chester, he's been excellent. He takes great yardage carries. Rob Derby, I thought, had a pretty good game.
He was pretty good. I didn't dislike his win.
Zach Labor's blown me away.
He's picked
I
up
thought
so
he's been
well,
really
yeah.
good. So
His defense has really got better.
Look, I am still a little bit concerned about their left edge defense. I think it can go to sleep at some times, especially Purdue. I think gets caught out of position quite a bit. So if they can work that out, because the right side's working
It'll fix up a bit this week coming because they get a player back, so that might help a little
Let's
bit.
hope so.
Yeah.
That might be just why Tulling is important. Maybe he just great defensive positioning.
Mostly, he has shown at times he runs in too far, but mostly I think he's very good in defense. So,
But yeah, I don't think I could pick out a bad player from this Cowboys team. Like even Liam Sutton,
he's
been
game.
great.
Yeah.
He scored his first
Look,
try.
he's doing what he has to do. He's not Tom Dearden, and he's not trying to be Tom Dearden.
He knows his role.
He does. It is now Jake Clifford's team,
Absolutely.
and he is
Stay
just
that way.
in it at the moment. And but he scores a try. He had 7 runs for 70 meters basically, so that was pretty good.
He reminds me a lot of how the Roosters use Hugo Savala. I feel like they're pretty similar. You could chuck him at centre and
You
do
could.
the job.
He'd be
He's
fine.
he's a big enough dude.
He's a big body, yeah.
Great to see him there. Just everything's going well. Love. It's always a good day when Wiremu Greig's playing football. So
Yeah.
good job,
He got
Cowboys.
in for what, 8 minutes?
If they can put up a couple of games like this in a row, I will feel infinitely more confident that they actually have the ceiling to be a possibly top 4 team at this point, which is insane to
Well,
say.
to be fair, they've got more wins up their sleeve than the Roosters, who are in
They've
third.
got 8 wins.
Yeah.
Why do they have 8 wins?
Well, they scored 9 all up last year.
The losses in Newcastle, the Tigers, the Eels, and the Sea Eagles.
Yep. I understand the Sea Eagles because they're going
I understand Manly, yeah, sure, but
great.
it's
The others not so.
Newcastle and Vegas, they got lambasted by the Tigers, which I'm pretty sure everyone thought was going to happen.
Yeah.
But like the Eels,
The Eels was the bad one. Let's face it.
they always have like
They
two
could
games
be
like
right now, actually in third without buys.
Parramatta of all
Yeah.
teams.
But anyway,
But yeah, so if they can put together a few games like that, I will be a lot more confident in them. I'm still a little bit iffy because we know how inconsistent this.
yeah, and then
is.
look, and even watchers who aren't Cowboys fans are frustrated with how they play. You know, and look, so you can understand how frustrated actual fans are
It's
with how they play. South Sydney, not good.
It's not looking good.
Jai
guys.
Gray not playing at all.
I think his shoulder is busted, which is why he wasn't there. So they put
Yeah.
Matt Duffy in. He had a mixed bag game.
He still ran for 300 and something meters.
He had a couple of bad errors, but he had that pass for the second Penatani try.
He also
which was
got
pretty good.
absolutely buried by Hill and
Smacked
Lukey.
By Hill and Lukey. That was a
And he
good
hurt
shot.
him too because he took a bit to recover from
Yeah.
that one.
Well, Lukey is 3 times Matt Duffy's
Yeah,
size.
he's a
That's
big
what's gonna
boy
happen.
and he's very strong.
Speaking of Talanoa Penatani, he looked the goods.
He was very good.
He looked really good, and then his leg exploded
His hamstring.
As he was racing down the sideline.
for a hat trick.
And-
No one on the Cowboys was going to catch him. He is fast.
Mhm.
Like he's express pace.
And then it just went. You could see it go. He just went.
He got shot. Yeah, it's coming around again. The Rabbits, the injury bug has returned. Obviously, they're having to play Alex Johnston injured. Keon Kalamatangi, I'm certain, is not healthy. He's been playing bum basically the whole year.
Of course, you know, Latrell Mitchell.
Latrell Mitchell is out. Cam Murray's playing Origin.
Origin.
Like Jack Whiten's out. You know, they're missing Campbell Graham, who's
What is
hurt.
going on in South Sydney? They always get injured.
Adam Elliott got hurt in this game.
He did.
Right? So just it's happening again.
Yeah.
And this would be more frustrating than the past few years. Because at least for the past few years the injury was the whole year, and
It was before the start of the year, yeah,
but
that's it.
it's like now you know how good this team can be when everyone's on the field, and now no one's on the field.
Yeah.
That would be very, very disheartening, I think, as a fan base. So I feel bad for Souths. They're playing with a lot of heart. Like I said, I thought there were periods of this game where they were definitively the better team.
They were dominating the second half of the first half. They were the better team.
Oh yeah, they were.
But then the
killing it.
Cowboys came out in the second half and
They just couldn't. Yeah, they
took it
couldn't
back,
take
yeah.
advantage of the momentum swing that went their way.
Yeah. They did score a try in there.
They did score a try, yeah. One of the first Penatani one, I think, was that one. But yeah, I don't know why Alex Johnston's on the field.
The Cowboys did dominate them. It was.
Yeah. I like Ashton Ward. I think he's good.
And he is not 6 foot tall.
That is the biggest lie. NRL has him listed as 183 centimeters.
He's shorter than Cody Walker, who's listed at 179.
I feel like the the people.
Maybe it should be 173.
I feel like we're the people who think the moon landing is fake, where it's like, there is no way! There's no way he's 183
No
centimeters.
chance. He's tiny.
I want to know how big the studs were he was wearing.
Yeah.
He was wearing stiletto
Stiletto
shoes.
football boots. Yeah, no, he was not. He's not 6'1".
What a joke, but he was really good. Ewan Aitken is doing Ewan Aitken things. We know how good he is on the edge.
Keon was average.
I don't mind them bringing Humphreys off the bench. I thought he had some pretty good touches. His passing game is really good. I think he is a dummy half more than a
I thought
halfback
Lockie
at this point.
Hubner actually had a pretty good
Lockie
game.
Hubner's good. He's been a good signing for them. They brought him in from the Dolphins, I want to say. So yeah, he's been really good. He's just a workhorse. But
Dallas Duncan was fine. Look,
and the centres, right?
yeah,
Like,
he's a second row playing centres. It's not.
But like, I'm looking at the team they have, and it's like, oh look, Ed Cossey, outside back. Like in the extended squad before they cut it down, Moala Graham Taufa was there. He is a centre, and then you can put Duncan in the second row and Keon back in the middle, or everyone where they're supposed to be.
What
But
is going on? Why
no.
do people have to play people out
People-
of position?
dude, people overthink football to a ridiculous degree right now.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense to me,
No.
especially Wayne Bennett. Like,
I mean, the Cowboys aren't. They're actually playing people in the position that they should be
granted,
playing.
they have 3 fullbacks playing in the back line right now.
Yeah,
but
to be fair,
they're all
they've
good.
been playing long enough in the centres now. Two of them.
Basically, I think Chester is definitively a
Oh,
centre.
he's a centre.
Purdue is too small. He
So
should. be a
he'll
fullback.
be a fullback next year.
Oh, we could talk about that now. Double Sharks signing.
yes.
Sione Katoa and Jesse Ramian confirmed to be Cowboys from next season. I love the
That's
Sione Katoa signing.
Yeah,
I love it.
And look, if he can keep his with Ramian on his inside, that keeps that particular combination going.
Yeah, I'd be intrigued to see if, because they would, I guess you could just revamp that left side entirely, right? Because Muzz is that left wing, he's going to be gone. Purdue's going to move back to fullback. You've got Katoni and Ramian out there. That could work. No, Kale Ero is their left centre, so
Oh, okay.
Ramian's on the right side.
Oh, okay.
I think he could play both, though. I wouldn't
It's
complain
a
about
centre,
that.
right? I mean,
Chester is, I think, has that right centre jersey on lock, so they could move Ramian to the left. I think that would work
Yeah.
fine. I love the idea of having a 3-way shootout for the fullback jersey next year between Chester, Purdue, and Mason Barber. I'd love to see that because that was the halfback jersey obviously going into last year and this year. So if you can
and that fell the right way.
if you can keep these sort of position battles going, people are going to be playing for spots. And like the wingers as well, now you've got Derby, Katoa, Labert, Burns, all of these people that are able to play the back line. They're going to be playing for spots. I
Because
love
Zach's
that.
actually come good, and like
Exactly.
maybe wing is his
And
spot.
they've even got like Ethan King sitting down there that
Yeah.
they haven't used yet that can play centre. So there's competition for spots for next
which
year.
is
for
good.
the Cowboys.
That's positive.
Positive, yes. So I think both very, very shrewd signings. I cannot stress how much I love the Sione Katoa signing. I think that is genius because he's basically Murray Talangi but faster and a better finisher. He's not as big, sure, but they
He
don't.
runs hard.
The Cowboys don't use Murray Talangi as a kick target anyway.
No.
So what would the difference be?
Not much. Yeah.
So I love the Sione Katoa signing. I think that's brilliant.
You know who I think they should use a target more often?
Jeremiah Knight or Jake Clifford.
Elam Lukey.
He's tall.
Yeah.
You'd like to see it, right?
At the moment, he'd be the tallest player in the
And
team. I
we
think.
have to remember this was a Cowboys team that was missing Tom Dearden,
Mm.
right? Like they should have collapsed in a heap,
Yeah.
losing him. But no, next man up
Next
mentality
man up.
works.
Look at that.
So if only the Rabbits had that, right?
Yeah.
Well, they just don't
It
have
was-
any more men, I
It
suppose.
was hard for them.
I saw-
They've lost a lot of players.
I was listening to the ESPN Boom Rookies guys, and Nick Campton, the resident Rabbitohs fan. Oh no, sorry, Matt Baumgartner is the Rabbitohs fan on that one, and he was saying that Liam LeBlanc and Thomas Fletcher are like the canary in the coal mine. If you see them in the lineup, something's gone horribly wrong. Which I think is quite rude to, at the very least, Liam LeBlanc, because I like him.
He's not bad.
But I found that quite funny. So,
Yeah, that
everything's starting to fall apart for the Rabbits. I know a lot of their people are due back at like roughly the same time, so this could just be a rough patch. They could get people back, and it might be okay. But they just need to limit the damage while all these people are out. So
and they're not doing
it's a
that
bit
at the
rough
moment,
for them.
yeah. Okay.
All right, that's round 12 in the books. Short round. Now we get to preview main event. I guess not. I guess it is supposed to main event. Wednesday, the 27th of May. Tomorrow, as of recording, yes. It's state versus state, and it might be mate versus mate, although I don't think these people actually like each
No, I
other.
don't think they do at all.
Blues, Maroons, State of Origin Game 1 at Accor Stadium.
Can I say this is the least excited I've been for a State of Origin?
I'm infinitely more excited now because Ethan Strange is in.
Oh, he's coming.
Yeah,
Because
Moses said
yeah.
Tigers.
Which means that the 18th man, Matt Burton, lives on forever. It's immortal.
How is Cooler Cafu still not in the starting side?
I cannot believe that this keeps happening to Matt Burton.
And Kuligefu is still 20.
I
Yes.
don't understand.
But
How is
yes.
Kevin Shibasaki in over him?
Okay, so we have covered the Queensland New South Wales teams at very long length in an episode a week ago, whatever it was. But okay, so now official predictions for how this game goes. I think the Blues are minor favourites to go into this one.
I think it was 155 to 245.
I think as it should be. I don't think. Does anyone ever tip the Maroons to win game 1?
No.
I don't tip them to win many games.
I guess that's true.
The
Even when
bookies
they were
never
going
tip
in their eight series in a row wins, they were barely ever the favourite.
Yeah. So, how do we think this game is going to play out? I think Ethan Strange being in the team changes New South Wales prospects.
It's a little tricky now though because I
I'm
think
scared of
Nathan
Kentucky's
Cleary
days.
and Moses would work well together. I don't know how well Cleary and Strange will work.
Yeah, I think the big thing for Moses that we talk about him all the time is his kicking game. When you have two major, good kick options, it's harder for teams to defend against. It's only Nathan Cleary now.
Cleary's not.
And if there is one aspect of Cleary's game that doesn't seem to translate well to the Origin level, it's his kicking game for some reason. I don't know why.
Cleary's just not going to pass to Strange after the Mudgee thing.
Yes, we hate you, Ethan Strange.
Yeah.
No, we don't,
This
actually.
game's going to be really intriguing.
Why is Adam Vanilla Blake's photo also so white?
I have no idea. But yeah, so
The colour is crazy.
I don't know. This is the hardest time I've had to pick a winner for a State of Origin game in quite some time, I think. So I
think I might. I'm going to tip Queensland, obviously, but I think New South Wales.
I do like Max Platt.
okay, Capel will be maxed up against Hudson Young.
Oh,
It'll
great.
be
I'm
Ruben
so...
Cotter on Olakalatu, which I
Okay,
don't
well, at
hate.
least it's
Cotter at least
better.
is
He's a
good
decent
in his
defender,
defence.
so.
Yeah,
I
I do like Max Platt. I think
Why can't we
he's a
get
good-
Hallam Lukey in this team? He deserves it.
He should be there, but
And, Purdue, Chester.
I feel like watching Blues series, well, I guess watching Origin series for the past few years, the Blues have always seemed to have the better of the forwards. Like, they seem to roll up the field really easily, but once they hit the red zone, they just kind of die. And I'm not certain what's in this team now that hasn't been for the past few years that would make me change that.
James
Besides
Tedesco.
Ethan Strange, we know how good his running game is, we know how strong he is.
James Tedesco.
He could bring an X factor that the Blues have lacked for a time being. James Tedesco,
James
as
Tedesco
well
hasn't
is
been
back.
in the team in a while.
yeah, Kalen Palmer. I don't mind Kalen Palmer's choice over Reese. I think his form has been better than Reese's of more
I think
recent
that's
times,
correct.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with the Ponga pick, and he seems
He's also
always-
a bigger, and he's a bigger body, and he's a better
Well,
defender than
he
Reese.
does a job at Origin. We know
Yeah.
this. So
I actually like the Jojo Fafita,
he's fast.
and he's also quite solid. He's quite
I
a
think
big dude.
that Ponga being chosen is just a factor of Reese being pretty good for the last few years consistently, and then Ponga just coming out of the box this season. He's looked more extravagant.
But Ponga's also been in the Origin arena before.
Yeah, so has Reese. though.
And
Yeah.
like you said, Ponga had been in better form. Like he's
Yeah.
arguably the form fullback heading into selection.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
no.
No.
He's a New South
But
Wales player.
I don't know. The Sam Walker thing really concerns me. I don't know how they're going to be able to
That's
hide his defense.
That's why
That's
in
the,
Jake
capabilities.
Clifford
that's
in the
where-
team.
that's where I think. Look,
Well, they could use
what-
Tanner.
he said he's going to be like Alfie Langer. No, you're not.
Alfie Langer doesn't kick on the second tackle every other set.
There's nobody like Alfie Langer. Ever.
Lewis.
Lewis was
The homer in me wants to pick the Maroons simply because I think they're going to come into this game with a lot more enthusiasm because that's how Origin always goes.
And
You got the Jai Arrow
You're gonna
thing,
go
I
with Jai Arrow.
suppose.
Yeah, he's also though that didn't work for
No, didn't work for South
this week.
Sydney at all. No.
But
I think the way they've structured this team should work well for how the game is. Whereas the Blues are kind of built for how they want the game to be.
Mm.
They're going to try and force the ruck to slow down quite a bit, I think, is how they're going to try and play this game. How the officiating allows that's going to be really intriguing.
People like Cotter and that always get fast play.
Well, exactly. Cotter, Platt, Tino's quick. You got Lindsay Collins, Pat Carrigan, all these guys with great leg speed.
And I'm not a big Nickera fan because I don't think he's done much, but he's actually fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas you have people like, Mitch Barnett and, like Isaiah.
About the only one on
Jacob
there
who's
probably Hudson Young is probably the only one that kind of matches up to the Queensland.
I'm still not certain how the Blues are going to work with this team. The Victor Radley thing makes no sense.
He's in there because of the eligibility.
It's so weird. It's such a weird pick.
Just like Nickera.
Yeah, I suppose. And like Blake Brayley, I guess, but I feel like if you're going to pick a bench hooker for the sake of impact, why not pick Appy Corus out? He's back from suspension this week, so he would be eligible to play.
No, I guess they would go, well, he's been out for 3 weeks, he's not match
Or if
fit.
you want to go with impact, why not start Brayley and have Robson come off the bench? I think Robson would be a better impact
I agree.
hooker than Brayley would be. So I'm not certain why this team is laid out this way, and just maybe simply based on sheer weirdness. I think the stability of Queensland might give them a little bit of an edge here. I will tip the Maroons to win, but with less than no confidence.
Yeah, look, I don't know. I'm almost amazingly not interested in how this game goes, just based on the selections of both teams.
Well, I'm intrigued because of the selections, just to see how bad this game could possibly be.
When it's like DEI, right? It's when you start.
We got affirmative action origin.
We need to get people. we need to allow the people who haven't been able to play.
Love that.
Even if they're not as good as other people.
Okay, granted. I feel like a couple of them are fine. Like, I'm fine with Adden.
Oh, look, Adden is fine. He's about the only one that I would accept that's decent enough to actually be there.
I think Britt Nickera from every other year, besides this year,
This year
fine.
he's been horrendous.
This year he's been poor. Like, if you're being outplayed by Billy Burns.
Yeah. You can't even get on the starting lineup of your own team, and you're on the origin side.
Look,
That
Victor
doesn't make
Radley
any
I
sense.
can get for the sake of mongrel. And I think he fits into the sort of, like, the made for origin.
Well, the only
chat.
problem with Victor Radley is that's not actually him in a Blues jersey. That's his face shoved on somebody else.
No, that's his Blues jersey
really?
picture from when he was in the squad from a few years ago now. Like this, I think last year may have been the only year he was actually ineligible to play for the Blues.
Makes sense.
So yeah,
but yeah, he'll be on the field 5 minutes later. He'll be off the field, 10 in the bin or
he's
something.
going to be in the bin. Yeah, so I do think Queensland's squad makes slightly more sense, and because they seem to play with more
What I'm
grit at
mostly
origin.
iffy about is Thomas Fittler, I think.
Yeah,
Although I don't know
feel
who
like
else they choose.
him and
Mo Fodawaker, I guess.
Barnett kind of cancel out, I think. I think Tom Gilbert would have been fine. I would have picked Corey Horsburgh, but that's just me. You could have someone to match it with Victor Radley, I suppose. You could pick Corey Horsburgh. How fun would that be? So I do think
I'm interested to see how Max Plath goes.
I think he's going to be fine.
He's made.
He's
made for Origin, yeah.
right? But I legitimately think his play style just suits how fast Origin football is. So I think he'll be fine. But that's you brought up Tom Flegler. That's where it concerns me a little bit. But we know.
He might not be in for it. Carrigan could go on and
Carrigan will come on at like the 20-minute mark and finish the game. I only think Flegler's going to be there for 20-25 minutes.
Yeah, he's not ready to play a whole game.
And Loiero and Plath will probably rotate, and Collins and Cotter will rotate. Probably have Tino out there for extended minutes.
Yeah.
Or I guess
there'll be a
Cotter's played on the edge, so maybe he's just going to
rotate
churn out the 80.
Britt Nickera as well. I mean, it's like
Nickera, I think, will come on for strike. I think Mam and Shibasaki are there just for the sake of coverage.
I don't think they'll necessarily play. I hope they don't
so.
because Mam's terrible and Shibasaki has been bad this year. So I don't know why they're even picking him. That could be a position for a Tom Chester.
Yeah.
Who is actually in better form than Shibasaki.
I guess for the Blues side, I'm very intrigued to see Tony Staggs back in the Origin arena. I think he deserves it.
That's why we should have Chester.
Yeah, right.
Because he'd stop him every single time, just about.
Did that work against Brisbane? Was he in the Brisbane? No, he was in the Brisbane game.
Yeah.
Wasn't he, Chester?
He's the one that got the escort penalty.
Oh yes, that's right.
Was a disruptor, sorry.
But you got Stags and Cooler and Fanua Blake and like a few of these people. Obviously, Olakalatu is having a blinder of the year. They're going to send him at Sam Walker all the time.
Sam Walker's going to get it.
So they're going to be ready for that. I still don't like Cam Murray on the bench. I think that's weird. But I think Queensland just have an air of stability that makes me a little bit more inclined to say that they will just have the edge in this game. And then there's going to be whoever loses this is going to have mass squad changes for game 2. I'm pretty comfortable in saying that, like, if New South Wales lose and it's because they can't score any points, Tedesco's going to go bye-bye. You know, they're going to bring Moses in. Cleary may be gone. Stags might be gone because someone else gets healthy. Like, Cooler might be gone because Karaz is healthy now. Like, so I will not be surprised if whichever team loses looks completely different for game 2. But I am intrigued to see how this game's going to go.
I hope Queensland win, but
I hope so. You know, I don't know.
That's only for purposes of the fact that I'm born here.
What about you, Caleb? Who do you think is going to win this game?
Well, my heart says Queensland. Queensland.
Yeah, there.
I don't know. It's like a coin toss, I think.
Oh, this is a 50-50. Simply because
Should I grab another coin?
No, I have one.
Okay, give me coin. Actually, I think this is my coin that I left here. No, never mind. I don't.
Alrighty. Heads New South Wales, tails Queensland. It's home and away.
This is who I think is going to win.
You said you think Queensland's going to win.
No, I want Queensland.
Okay, who's going to win? Here we go. Miss. We're very good at this.
I know.
Oh, for Pete's sake!
It's
okay. Caleb's picking New South Wales.
No, I'm tipping Queensland, but I think
this is a toss-up. But I guess we will see how it goes. Go Queensland.
Yeah.
Now we move into round 13. Slate of 7 games this week because there's only 3 teams on the bye. It opens on Friday night at Shark Park because I refuse to call it Ocean Protect Stadium, whatever that means. Sharks Seagulls. Nico Hines isn't playing.
I don't know why.
He did something at training, I think a calf thing or something like that. So we get the halfback debut of Nifai Purdue. Poet. Britt Nickera named back up from Origin, so is Adam Fanua Blake. I will be shocked if he is
no
there.
Olakau'atu, so
Blake Brayley is there. I'm not certain he's even going to get on the field for the Blues, so that doesn't surprise me. Manly, still the same people are out. Like Cooler, not named to back up. Neither Olakau'atu. They've got the coverage for it. I think they're fine with this. With Hines out, I'm really tempted to pick Manly to win this game.
I was going to pick Manly even if Hines was in.
Manly.
I probably would have too, to be honest.
I think Manly have been playing this too consistently. Though we know the Sharks, they can pull out
and they're just coming off the bye now.
Yeah, they can pull out a bit of an arsey game at times. So
I will be very surprised if Adam Fanua Blake is starting come Friday. Yeah, because this is 2 games after Origin. If he plays a lot of minutes at the speed of Origin, he's not going to be ready.
It's still Fosball, so I'm picking Manly.
So I'll pick Manly.
I'll pick Manly as well.
It'll just be a little bit more polished, I think, with Nifai Purdue on the other side. Yep. Then Saturday opens up with the Knights against the Eels.
What a great game.
100 points incoming here.
Knights are going to win.
Caleb Ponga named back up.
He probably will, to be fair.
I'd be interested to see. They've got Fletcher Sharp.
Yeah, he can still take it.
And they've got Fletcher Hunting at 19, so if not, they can just move Sharp to fullback and put Hunt in there. That's pretty simple. Nothing else particularly of note for Newcastle. It's the same crew as the team in round 11, I think.
Yep.
So, no surprises here.
Yep.
For the Eels, Isaiah Iongi is back. So that's
Mitch
good.
Moses
That's good.
Mitch Moses won't play because he's injured.
Mitch Moses is out, which means the halves combo is now Joash Papali and Ronald Volkman.
I don't mind
Still,
Volkman.
Jonah Peasant can't get a look in.
No, because I think Volkman's been playing well.
Yeah, he has, hasn't he?
So,
Jack Williams moved back to prop because Kautonga is back on that right defensive edge, which is good because he is a very good defender. I think with Jack Bellin starting at block because why not? First sighting of Harrison Edwards in a Parramatta jersey. Hooray. Upper Twiddle is also back. That's good.
Yeah. He's the one that scored on day.
Yeah, the 2 tries on the wing. That's a half.
The greatest try of the year, by the way.
best. I think the Knights will win this game, and I think they'll win it comfortably.
Yeah, it's not going to be that close.
It could be a few points. It could be like Knights 40, Eels 26 or something.
Yeah,
like that.
I think the Knights won't have too many issues here.
Although we know the Mosesless Parramatta are very terrible, so it could easily be Knights 60, Eel 6.
Yeah, well,
So
I think the Knights
the
win.
Knights will win in basically any permutation, I think.
Yes, I don't think.
But I guess we will see how that goes. Oh, Saifidi also named to back up from Origin for the Knights.
Cool.
Middle Saturday, Tigers Dogs at Combank. The Tigers get Jarian Buller and Alex Twal back.
This might be
And
a really
Terrell
bad
May
game.
back. So they've got a few people in. Who's injured for Macassini to be in there? Who's out? Oh, that's right. Taylor May did his shoulder again. But he's out. So Macassini's back in. They roll with him and Tavana in the back line to pair with Taruva and Skelton.
Yeah.
They still roll with Jock Madden at 7. Sione Fainu's still on the edge. Stafford Toa's named in 19. The Tigers are in a bit of a skid. They come up against the Dogs who just beat the Storm. So they still roll with Corral's out the back. Burton's named from his 18th man duties to back up. I would say he'll back up. Kurt Mann named at starting hooker again because Bailey Hayward sucks. Jaden Salmon moves to the edge and Harry Hayes starts at lock. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, okay.
I think that's about the best they're going to do. They still get Josh Curran on the bench. You know, Lipboy Hotboy's there. Jack Underhill is still there. They've got a decent team. This is a tricky one.
I think with Appy Coruscant back, I think that
yeah,
makes
Appy
a
is back
big,
as well.
big difference. I think the Tigers in a close one.
I think you're right. I think this could be a pretty defensive, sort of grindy game. And if that's the case, I do think the Tigers are more well suited.
And the Tigers have a few more points in them, I think, than the Shrubs.
But like Terrell May, Fonua Poli, Sione Faiunu, Kai Fitzpaul, Alex
All
Twal.
very
That's a
good
damn
defenders,
good
yeah.
forward pack.
Yep.
So I do think the Tigers will probably get up here, and the Bulldogs might look okay.
I think the Tigers.
I won't be surprised if the Bulldogs win.
I'd say Tigers 4-6.
Yeah, something like that.
I'm gonna take the Bulldogs.
Well, okay.
No, Tigers win 6-4. That's your official prediction.
You're an idiot.
Okay. And then Saturday night, Storm Roosters. I have no idea. I don't have a clue. Cam Munster named to back up from Origin. Harry Grant named to back up. Trent Loiero named to back up. Alec McDonald is on the edge because Sean Blaw's hurt now.
Mm-hmm.
Trent Tolar reverts to the bench. Cooper Clark's on the bench. They still get Josiah Pahulu, who's down there. And for some reason, whatever an Angus Hinchy is in the reserves for them now. And for the Roosters, Tedesco's named, Walker's named,
Radley's named,
Collins is named, Radley's named. Basically, everyone is named to back up from Origin.
It is the late game on a Saturday, so I think that's far enough.
They've got people waiting. Rex Bassenthwaite in jersey 23, I think, is the heir apparent to James Tedesco. So,
what a strange way to spell that name.
yeah, so he's there. They've been talking about him for a while. So
Waft.
Tom Rodwell's also down there. They've got coverage basically everywhere. Watson can play hooker if Robson.
The Roosters are winning this game.
I don't know. We know the Roosters' record against Melbourne is like really bad.
Yeah, but a lot of teams have bad records against Melbourne
And
and
still
are winning this year.
See the Rabbits, I suppose.
Yeah.
Look, on paper, the Roosters should win this game like 42.
Yeah.
I think the Roosters will win, but it'll be something more akin to like 26 to 18.
So Furlong will pull out one of his.
He's going to do one of his bullshit things. Billy Smith is on the wing for the Roosters. I just thought I'd bring attention to that because
Billy Smith.
Daniel Tupou is hurt. That's right.
Yes, that's right. Where's? Oh, Cody Ramsey's on the other
Ramsey's
side.
still there,
Yeah.
and still no sign of Nwangani Talasi anywhere. So I do think the Roosters will win, but don't be surprised if Melbourne put up a decent fight.
Well, they'll fight. They just got, once again, their second half, they'll fall through the floor. And then...
Well, yeah, see, Melbourne are in a position where they can't really afford to rest anybody either. No. So they're lucky they played the late game on the Saturday, I think, so they can bring some of these guys in.
Yeah.
It's like, who's waiting?
And they're praying that nobody gets injured
Yeah.
in the Origin.
Exactly.
Otherwise, they are absolutely screwed.
Oh, yeah, they'd be screwed. Yeah. So, yeah, there's that one.
Especially with Harry Grant.
Now, Sunday opens up with the Broncos and the Dragons at Suncorp Stadium.
As much as I hate it, the Broncos are going to win.
Yeah, Ezra Mam's named for not playing Origin, so is Gambit
Yes.
Kudasaki. Tony Staggs is named as well. Payne Haas is back, which is massive.
That's a big thing.
Xavier Wilson's on the edge, which of course means they're going to lose. Brendan Piakura is back though. That's good. Grant Anderson's on the bench. Hayes Parham's on
So
the
is
bench.
Ben Hunt, but he's bad.
Ben Hunt's washed now.
Yeah. Ben told he's there. He's good.
For the Dragons, I think it's all the same. Jacob Little is back in jersey 14.
That's good. That is excellent for
Very
them.
good. Damien Cook's been pumping out some big minutes, so
Yeah.
if you can spell him
I
with
think
someone that delivers
Damien Cook's
power.
been fine. He's been one of the better players for the the Dragons, but Little does offer that extra bit of speed and whatever else.
Like he has some top end speed.
He is express pace.
Yeah. So I
think the Broncos win.
This,
Adam Reynolds is
but this
playing.
also feels like a classic Reece Walsh has a shit game and the Dragons find a way to win. Like this could be a 14-12 Dragons victory or something like that. Although you could also get pissed off Reece Walsh, who's drunk some toilet water and goes absolutely ham.
And Broncos win 40-2 or something
against some outside backs that sucks.
Yeah.
So either way, I do think the Broncos are going to win. Look for a big game from Reece Walsh. This is the time for him to make a statement. Say, hey, I am still here. What about you? You think he's going to win? Stop dugging.
Look,
If you took the Dragons,
I know that
You're a nong.
the Dragons will be going like busted, right?
They are busted. Their back line is
terrible.
But
Like it's the worst.
this feels like one of those stupid games where the Dragons will find some bull poop way to win. I can't swear,
Bull
right?
poop, Bronco poop, whatever it is. I get why.
watch Valentine Holmes turn back clock or something and
He's gonna
score 3
turn into,
tries and kick goals
Ryan
from
Will
all over the
Cheney or
shop.
something.
And no, I don't think he will.
I
But
don't think
you know,
so.
it'd be nice if he
Logical money says the Broncos should win this game
Yeah.
and try and get their season back on
I'm
track.
still going
because
to pick the
they're
Dragons.
actually
You're an
falling.
idiot.
I know.
The Broncos have been failing in the last few weeks, like pretty badly actually.
They're
So
just so hurt. Like Preston Ricky is their starting prop.
yeah,
Like, just
who's not related
gross.
at all to Good
No. Are they?
Because no, they're not.
Oh, cool.
The commentator said that the other day.
Fun. What is a Tyler Peckham Harris?
Sounds very English. Peckham Hall.
Isaiah Fagalilo.
It's probably Fungalilo.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Interesting names here for the Dragons. The Broncos will win.
Yes.
Then we go to GIO, where the Raiders hate playing at their home ground to play the
But
Cowboys.
are still somehow favourites.
Yes, of course they are. Ethan Strange named
Well,
back
they
up.
don't like the Cowboys.
Hudson Young named back
So
up.
Ethan squared against
Get the Ethan S's against Sutton and Clifford. Why
too
not?
Ethan, too stupid.
The Ethan and the Sanders Tokyo Drift.
Yes.
The Raiders, I think, are rolling with the same team as. I know Seb Chris is named in the centres again.
Yep.
Hopefully he doesn't hurt himself in the warm up. Cowboys, Mark Lungy is back, so which means they drop Rob Derby for some reason and put Labert back on the other wing.
I actually think Labour's been going pretty well recently.
I don't hate it. I think that's fine. Tamalolo named back at prop. Connor's named back at lock to back up from Origin.
He'll back up.
Anything else really here?
Billy Armagale is back on the bench.
Still the
He was
same.
on the bench
No
last
sign of Kai O'Donnell is always a good day.
Yeah.
So,
Rob Derby's there for coverage for backline, so that's good.
look, the Cowboys on paper should win this game.
They should.
The Cowboys, based on previous records against Canberra, should win this game. They haven't lost to Canberra in like 8 years.
Yeah, I know.
I'm still not convinced. Is the problem with them? We know how inconsistent this team is.
But if they can put up a game like they put up against
Oh, if they
Souths,
play like they did against South, they're going to win.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that. I just don't know whether they will.
well, let's hope they do
I hope
because
they do.
mean,
I will
that's our
put-
team.
I will tip the Cowboys.
Yeah, I'll tip the Cowboys.
Just based on the fact that they seem to play well against the Raiders. For some
yes, they
reason.
don't lose for some
Up the
reason.
boys.
Just don't let Xavier Savage run around you, please. That's all I
The
ask.
thing is that the Cowboys now have some speed of their own. which
Also-
is a bonus.
This is the week it happens. 100 games.
Thomas McKaylee.
Every time they play them in the preseason, he always scores. This is the week he finally scores his first NRL
Let's
first grade
hope.
try.
I just hope
Jake
Tamalolo also breaks a
Like I
duck.
say, I've got the multi on Cowboys 13 plus. Clifford and McKaylee to score tries, paying $180.
You should jump on that.
Mostly that's because of McKaylee.
Mostly because that's McKaylee, which I think is paying $100 by itself. But yeah, so hop on that if you want to lose money.
Yes. Following this guy for betting advice is probably
It's
not
going bad, guys. Every single time I've conned the Cowboys, any single Cowboys game, I've gone the wrong way. I
Yeah.
can't pick them. It's stupid.
Just tip the Raiders again.
And now the most
This most
If
horrible.
I wish this wasn't in round 13.
Mm.
If this was in like round 8, I'd be happy because this is top of the table stuff between the Panthers and the Warriors.
And they're all going to be
This-
missing players
Okay, so you've got
because you've got no Cleary back.
Cleary is named in jersey 23. All the Origin guys are named in the extended reserves.
Yeah.
So if they come in late,
But
that's
they-
it. If they don't come in late, they'll line up with Cogger in the halves. They've got Alamotti and Garner in the back line. They've got Liam Henry starting prop with Lindsay Smith starting lock. I love that. Lindsay Smith's a good player. Rolling with the same, like you've got Laura and Patea on the bench who's really good. The Panthers are fine. They don't care for Origin losses. They don't care for your squad depth. They play whoever they want.
Yeah.
And the Warriors, it's all the same, really. Kurt Capel isn't named, but he's the only Origin player. I'm pretty sure they've got Jacob Layton rolling again, so that's pretty good. That's fine. They've got whatever a Kalis Fatialofa is. Luke Metcalf in jersey 22 because Tamari Martin's holding on to that halfback jersey for now. If he keeps playing like he is, there's no reason to drop him, right?
That's true. He's actually a good player. So, look, I'm actually tempted to tip the Warriors.
I am as well, simply because it'd be hilarious to see them at the top of the ladder.
Go the Warriors.
I kind of want to tip. I'm going to tip the Warriors.
Tipping the Warriors as well.
The Warriors seem to have a game plan that matches Penrith's a lot, and Penrith don't seem to do well against teams that play like them. Dogs. Precisely.
Yes.
So, yeah, you know what? Yeah. Up the Waz.
Up the Waz.
Up the Waz.
Let's go.
Which means, of course, Panthers are going to win 30-10 or something. Shit
hopefully
like that. Yeah, but that is... I think that's us for the week.
I think it's just the female state of origin.
Oh, game 3 that doesn't matter.
Doesn't really matter. Queensland are going to lose because they've lost half a dozen players.
Yep, no Tamika Upton, so Destiny, Mino, Sinapati is back there. I want to make sure I pronounce all these correctly just for the sake of respect.
Shanae
Zolka. She's been on the bench a couple of times for Queensland in this series. She's now starting on the wing.
Jasmine Peters retains her spot. She wasn't
somehow. Yeah. How?
She should have scored 2 tries. I just like watching their 5'8" kick bombs and stuff.
Yeah, Kira Aratu's great.
Excellent.
Intact forward pack for the Maroons. No real changes there.
Apart from Mackenzie Wheel.
Mackenzie Wheel's out. Lily and Yarrow is in. You don't lose
like
much
for
there.
like, pretty much.
They're pretty good. Sophie Hollyman and Georgia Ravix join the reserves. For the Blues, who's out? No one. It's all the same.
The Blues win.
Blues win. The sweep is complete.
Yeah.
I will not be surprised. Oh yeah, Julia Robinson's out. That's why she's Sulker, is it? Okay. That sucks because she gets great yardage carries. Yeah, the Blues will probably win this. Where is this? C-Bus. So there's going to be 8 people there.
I know the ladies probably get a bit more than the men.
The Titans do anyway.
Well, the Titans female team is very, very good.
That's true.
They got Jamie Chapman and stuff.
And Lauren Brown, who's also in that game. So
anyway,
I think that's us.
That's us.
Any last thoughts for the week? Go watch Obsession, please. Go watch Obsession while it's still in cinemas. It's the best movie of the year. Go watch it. That's all I want to say.
Me and him are going to play Squash tomorrow.
I'm going to watch Backrooms on Thursday night.
I'm going to do my job.
I also have a job.
Boring.
Which is teaching.
Reloader.
Shut up.
Alright, I think I'm done.
Have a really, really good week, everybody. Go Queensland. Go Cowboys.
Screw you Raiders.
Yes, you suck.
Actually, I don't hate the Raiders.
No, they're alright. But they're not going very well.
But please, Maroons, win. It'd be the funniest thing.
It would. It's going to be hard, though.
Alrighty.
Okay.
We will catch you guys. Actually, I'll catch you guys tomorrow, or tonight, I suppose, by the time this episode goes up, because we'll be streaming Origin. So, I will see you then.
On the flip
I'll
side.
also see you then, because I'm going to join in.
I will not. I'll be watching it in the lounge room.
Catch you guys.
Bye.